Hello guys and welcome back to World of Tanks Ace Tanker series. Today we are playing in KV-2 and driving the KV-2 is BloadyAngel95. So this is a tier 6 heavy tank. It's a Russian heavy tank, and the only reason why would you consider driving this is the amount of fun that you can have in tier 6 while driving the KV-2. So the one thing that separates this heavy tank from the others is the choice of two guns on this tank. One of them being the 170mm penetration, 300 damage tier 7 gun, or you can opt to choose this gun, which is tier 6 gun. It has 152mm howitzer with 86mm of penetration on HE shells and 910 damage on HE shell. And when you meet the KV-85, which has only 75mm of frontal armor, you can penetrate it and kill it in one shot. So this is why the KV-2 is probably one of the most fun tanks to play in World of Tanks. So the reload on the howitzer is not that great. It's around 20 seconds when you have all of the perks and all of the equipment that you have for the reload. But when you have the chance to shoot at your enemies, you're probably going to do around 350 damage, even if you don't pen the shell, because it is HE and you do some damage. So after each shot, you hide a little bit, go for the reload, and when you reload, you kill the tank. That easy. So what we saw in this game up to now. The KV-2 fired 3 shells, of which he had 3 kills. And this is why this tank is so fun to play. And now that Talk 2 appears, that's the probably one tier 6 that the KV-2 cannot one-shot, unless it hits its ammo rack. But what can the KV-2 do on the Tog? Yeah, around 300 damage with each shell. So the tips for taking out the KV-2 is, if it fires and it doesn't kill you from the first shot, you have to be aggressive and attack it as fast as possible. You can probably DPN this tank in every other tier 6. And another great shot on the top 2, around 450 damage. So Bloody is having an excellent game. He is kinda in an awkward situation because, as you can see, he is being shot by the artillery. Not one, but 2. And he has a small scout that he is harassing him the whole game. Fortunately, the Lux doesn't penetrate the KV-2, but it tracks it in place and allows it for the Stug to shoot at the KV-2. So what Bloody needs to do here is take out the Lux as fast as possible, but his maneuverability in the KV-2 is not that great. And he constantly has to worry about the artillery, which is spamming on him so hard. There's another artillery shell. So the best bet for Bloody to do here is probably to back off from this light tank, but he is persistent to go and kill him. And instead he finds the Stug. And the friendly artillery kills the pesky little scout. Of course the enemy artillery is not giving up, they are trying to kill Bloody with every means necessary. So, 5 minutes into the game and 4 kills for the Bloody. And he is going to help defend the base. He is aiming for the T-67 and the artillery takes him out. So this is one of the problems that you have with the KV-2. The aim time is almost 4 seconds. But when you have the Russian gun, you don't have to aim, as you saw there on the small tank Matilda. And the dispersion of the gun is pretty bad. So it's 0.6 accuracy, which is not that great. But as you can see, up to now Bloody is having an excellent game, and in close range encounters he is not missing any shot. And the artillery puts one great shot in him. It actually hits the weak point of the tank on top of the tank. Very good shot there by artillery, and look where it hit him. He's practically behind the hill and the artillery still hit him. So what Bloody needs to do now? He has 6 kills, like this is a great game for him. The only thing left for him to do is to finish this and call it a victory for the KV-2. But what he needs to do now, he needs to find the artillery and the Nashorn. And he's pretty on low HP, so he needs to wait for the rest of the team to come to their senses and start attacking. So a little bit of the history of the KV-2 in World of Tanks. It was actually, well, it's a long time ago. It was only the KV-1. The KV-2 was the upgrade of the KV-1, and it was sitting on the tier 5. And it often got to tier 8 matches, because the matchmaking was designed so you can get tier 8 in tier 5 tanks. And everybody loved it in tier 5, because you were like meeting tanks that are one shot for you even if you don't pen them. That's like 450 health on the T-34 Russian medium, and if you hit it with the howitzer that is 152mm of the KV-2, you probably kill it even if you don't pen it. But you will pen it, the T-34 only having 45mm of armor. So finally the artillery decides to help the Bloody and go for spot. And the Bloody, as soon as he gets to the corner of this house, he gets spotted. Now surely he is safe here behind this house. The artillery is not able to shoot him here. But if he wants to kill the RT, he will have to come out sometime. And wow, that was close. He will have to come out and shoot on the artillery that is probably camping in the base. So the Bloody is relying on the M41 to spot for him, and there's the bishop. Now the KV-2 on the long shot for the bishop. Yes, he hits it. Now let's just take a step back and see what happened here. So the 0.6 accuracy on the KV-2 may look bad on the paper, but as you can see, you can hit targets that are around 200 to 300 meters away. And even if you don't hit the weak spot, you will still do damage with HE shells. This was a really nice shot on the Nashorn. And you probably saw on the YouTube a lot of videos from KV-2 players that are simply dominating the game and shooting at over 500 meters and hitting their targets. Now let's see, will the KV-2 find the shot? The leading shot in the artillery, an excellent game here for Bloody. 3 kills at the end. Let's take a look at the post-game stats. As we can all see, Bloody had an excellent game, scoring a couple of medals like Fire for Effect, Duelist, Hand of God, Bruiser, a Radley Walters medal for killing 9 tanks, Cool-Headed for bouncing that 10 ricochets and more of that small little scout with the autoloader, a Steel Wall medal, a High Caliber medal, Top Gun medal, and of course the Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. On the team score sheet we can see that Bloody did 3556 damage, killing 9 tanks, and that allowed him to gain 1743 experience. That's 3 times more than the artillery that help you in the end. On the detailed report we can see that he fired 12 shots, of which 11 hit the target and 11 penetrated. And this is due to the close range encounters that Bloody was engaging in. All in all, the excellent game, and I was really enjoying watching this. Thank you all for watching. If you didn't like the video, drop a dislike or leave a comment how I can improve the channel. And if you liked the video, hit the like button, share and subscribe for more content, as it really helps me out a lot. And then also don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Google+, to get the new content first, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And if you're wondering what to watch next, hit the little I button in the top right corner and it will lead you to another video. See you guys next time.